Well, we have a little competition, Mike.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Please tell everyone your name, and I am fine, thank you.
Yeah, Mike Peasley from Dracut Legion and the Nam Knights Motorcycle Club. Yep.
Yeah, it's a wonderful organization that you have.
Yeah, thank you. We've been doing this at least the Wreaths at the Memorial Squares for several years. This will be the first time we've brought Wreaths across America, the affiliated program to Dracut, which is
That's great. I see it on TV. I guess they're doing it all around the.
Yep, so it's done nationwide on December 14th. It's also done down at Arlington Cemetery. So everybody does it at the same day. Everybody does it a little bit differently. So we've decided to do a ceremony here at the Dracut Legion, and then our volunteers will go out to the cemeteries, and my guys will go out to the squares. So you'll be seeing us around town putting up.
How many are in your organization?
Yeah, so we're a pretty small chapter up here. Just probably a dozen or more people. But everybody works hard, and we're all over the town doing stuff. So.
I know, I see you guys everywhere. It's so nice what you do.
Yep. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Support our veterans. I'm wondering if we're in the best spot, because we're kind of in competition with the door.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
So what is the ceremony about now?
So the ceremony is going to mark the beginning of the Wreaths Across America. We'll place 7 wreaths that mark each of the service components. Yep. Here, we'll also have the POWMIA on display and some brief comments. We tried not to make it a long ceremony, but it's a good way to start the day.
I was so surprised when Steve and I pulled in the parking lot and saw.
That's a good thing. I've had a lot of people say that they're surprised at the number of people that turned out. I'm grateful for the number of people. It just goes to show you how Dracut gets behind these programs. We appreciate that.
Oh yeah, everybody supports it. This is phenomenal for all these people here. This is terrific.
It's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, my name is Gay Corey. Steve Boyd behind the camera, and so the ceremony is going to start at 9. And then, are we going outside?
So we'll be inside for about 30 minutes, and then we'll go outside, have the taps and firing, and then all the volunteers will go to the cemeteries after that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Kate.
Right.
Locations across the country to honor our veterans. This includes Arlington National Cemetery today. Today we remember the fallen, honor those that served, and teach the next generation to do the same. How did Wreaths Across America come to Dracut? Well, the short story is a small group of Dracut residents, members of the Dracut American Legion, and members of the Nam Knights Motorcycle Club Merrimack Valley chapter came together and worked many hours starting in April for this day to happen. More of our story can be found in the program from today. Today in Dracut, we will honor 300 veterans who are laid to rest in all 7 Dracut-owned cemeteries. And this would not have happened or been able to happen without the support of our Dracut residents and sponsors and businesses. You can see a list of our Dracut sponsorships from residents and our small businesses around town. So thank you to all that chose to join us today. We could never have imagined that this many people would have joined us today. Today we have Seaman Zach Coleman of the United States Coast Guard, who will be our Master of Ceremony. Seaman Coleman served on the United States Coast Guard cutter Oswald, stationed in Benoit, New Jersey, and District 1 Command in Boston, Massachusetts. Please welcome Zach Coleman.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'll just give a couple of seconds here so everybody can get in. Like Rebecca said, overwhelming. I am so honored to be here, to see everybody here, this amount of people. Really shows how the town of Dracut supports our veterans. I've been a member of this event in the past in different towns and cities, so to see it come here to the hometown of Dracut means a ton to me. I know it does to the veterans that are here, so thank you everybody for showing up today. To start the event, we ask you all please join me in a moment of silence to remember the fallen prisoners of war and those missing in action, and honor those who have served and are serving this great nation's armed services. Thank you. If I can have everybody please stand while we present the colors. Today the colors are presented by the Middlesex Sheriff's Office Honor Guard. Sergeant Kim, if you can present the colors, please.
Aye, sir. Stand by. Honor Guard, out here! Huh! Rifleman, flagman, post colors, port, arms! Marching the colors. Forward, march! Left, face!
Thank you. We'd like to take this time for the Boy Scout Troop 80 to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And now at this time, Bella Perota will sing our national anthem.
Honor Guard. Present arms!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order! Arms! Honor Guard, stand by. Forward, march!
At this time, I'd like to call forward Chaplain of the American Legion and Veteran of the United States Air Force, Dick Harvey, to lead us in the benediction.
Be with us, great Commander, as we gather for this meeting. May your wisdom and counsel guide us as we seek for God and country to develop programs to benefit the citizens and especially the veterans of this great land. Teach us to think wisely and carefully before we speak, to act with courage and conviction for the good of all, rather than simply for vested interests, and to deal charitably with one another that we may all continue to enjoy mutual respect. Amen.
Thank you, Dick. There are millions of Americans gathering safely as one nation to remember, honor, and teach. We are all proud to be Americans that live in a free society made up of many people from many walks of life. The freedoms we enjoy today have not come without price. Lying here before us and in cemeteries throughout this nation are men and women who gave their lives so that we can live in freedom and without fear. We can worship as we see fit. We can raise our children to believe as we do. We are free to vote for the leaders of our choosing, and we have the right to succeed, and we also have the right to fail at whatever endeavor we wish to pursue. The United States of America was founded on the ideals of freedom, justice, and equality. Our nation stands as a shining beacon of liberty and freedom to the world. We thank those who have gave their lives to keep us free, and we shall not forget you. We shall remember. Today, more than ever, we reflect on our nation's veterans and active duty service members who have had and continue to fight to protect the innocent and the oppressed. This nation has always been first to stand up for freedom of people from around the world. Many of you here today have answered that call and served our country well. For this, we say thank you. And we are honored to know you. There are many men and women serving today in all branches of the military, here at home and in places far away, that most of us have never even heard of. These men and women are a part of the best trained, best equipped force in the world. We honor them and their families for the sacrifices they make each day to keep our country safe from terrorism, hatred, and injustice. At this time, I'd like to invite to the podium our honorary guest speaker, Engineman 3rd Class Raymond Hunter Brunel, veteran of the United States Navy.
Good morning. Families, ladies, gentlemen, and comrade veterans. Today, many of you are here, veterans of wars and conflicts that America has had to fight to protect the innocent and oppressed. America has always been the first nation to stand up for the freedom of people from around the world. Those of you that are family and friends of those young, fresh out of school, men and women who chose to enter the military service, those that offered their youth, their lives, and the comfort of home and family. In the defense of America and its freedoms to the oppressed of the world, we are present to honor those that have passed, the ones that we loved, those that could be counted on always to be true and by our sides when needed. The one of a small percentage of young, brave Americans that have offered devotion, time away from home, and their lives to the land that they love, and will to give all to protect the way of life and its Constitution. Because of their commitment, we can worship as we see fit. We can raise our children to believe as we do. We can travel from one end of this great nation to the other without asking permission. We are free to vote for whomever we wish to be in government office. We have to answer to no one for our feelings. We have the right to succeed, and we have the right to fail at our endeavors. Our nation stands as a shining beacon of liberty and freedom to the world because of veterans. A quote from our 40th United States President, Ronald Reagan. Freedom is never more than a generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day, we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what was once like to live in the United States when men were free. Today we show a united front of national unity all across the United States of America as we remember the fallen, honor those who served, and teach our children the value of freedom. That those graves that we place these wreaths on are the final resting place of a patriot that supported their country and was prepared to defend it to their last measure. God bless America, and to those patriots, thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. Standing behind me is members of our local police and fire departments. They're going to represent the branches of service that they all served in here today by laying a wreath. Now presenting Specialist Brendan Mahoney, who will lay a wreath in memory of those who served in the United States Army. Now Sergeant Matt Silva will lay a wreath in memory of those who served in the United States Marine Corps. Operations Specialist Second Class Joe Cox will lay a veteran wreath in the memory of those who have served in the United States Navy. Airman First Class Sean Bushnell will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served in the United States Air Force. Lieutenant Junior Grade Matthew Mastis will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served in the United States Coast Guard. Post Commander of the Dracut American Legion, Dick Duchamp, will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those served and are serving United States Merchant Marines. All right, David Chico Capringo, Sergeant at Arms, Nam Knights, MC Merrimack Valley, will lay a veteran's wreath in honor of the 93,129 United States servicemen from all branches of the services whose last known status was either prisoners of war or missing in action. These individuals have never returned to their families or homes. We shall not forget you. We encourage every volunteer here today who places a wreath on a veteran's grave to say that veteran's name aloud and take a moment to thank them for their service to our country. It's a small act that goes a long way toward keeping the memory of our veterans alive. Remember, we are not here today to decorate graves. We are here to remember, not their deaths, but their lives. Each wreath is a gift of appreciation from a grateful America. These live fir wreaths symbolize our honor to those who have served and are serving in the armed forces of our great nation, and to their families who endure sacrifices every day on our behalf. To our children, we want you to understand that the freedoms you enjoy today have not been free, but have come with a cost that someday you may have to pay them back yourself. As a nation stand together, we can defeat terrorism, hatred, and injustice. Thanks to our veterans, we have the freedom to do just that. This concludes the inside portion of our ceremony today. At this time, I ask everyone to stand while we retire the colors. I want to thank everybody for bearing with me. I just got over a cold, so it was a great day to lose my voice today. But I want to thank everyone for coming here today. Again, the crowd, the amount of people that are here really shows the support for our veterans here in town, and I know that they appreciate it. If everybody can join us outside, we're going to play taps, and there'll be a 21-gun salute. Before we do that, anyone who's volunteering after that, if they could come back inside just so we can square away some of the events after this. Again, thank you everyone for coming, and please join us outside.
Aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire. Detail, left, face. Present, arm.
Order! Come! Detail dismissed!
Good to see you again.